honour and respect. Did you catch this year's Edinburgh Fringe funniest joke? Announced on Monday. Lorna Rosetree. I started dating a zookeeper, but it turned out he was a cheater. Ha, I like that. But the least funniest moment was the day before. Luis Rubiales, president of the Royal Spanish Football Association, grabs Jenny Hermoso and kisses her forcibly on the lips. And another player, Altana Bonmati, just manages to swivel her head away within an overly embracing clutch. Did those women wish to be real cheaters at that moment and flee the inappropriate male power display? His over-enthusiastic celebration, as Rubiales claims, comes from deep within himself. His over-the-top reaction, his grabbing of women players young enough to be his daughters, has deeply tarnished Spain's success in the Women's World Cup. News outlets, and certainly in Spain, have expressed outrage, dismay, anger, calls for his resignation. The assaulted women players both admitted that they had no desire for such personal invasion, though later responses sadly suggest they have to accept such with a shrug and a men will be men. Well, I want to say men shouldn't be men like that. Good men treat women with honour and respect, not as objects for their gratification or playthings for their domination. Now, Jesus is a man's man. He showed how to treat women with honour and respect. His accepting of his mother's request at the wedding at Cana in Galilee. His affirmation of women to be his followers when culture preferred them to stay at home. His care for the woman subject to bleeding, ostracised as unclean by her community. His compassion for the woman caught in adultery when shame and condemnation was expected. His endorsement of women's value by choosing women to be the first witnesses to his resurrection. Jesus warns us that looking lustfully at another is adultery of the heart, Matthew 5 verse 28. Jesus reminds us that when what we fill our hearts and minds with will show forth in our lives, Mark 7 verse 20. Job of the Old Testament knew a root out of dishonour and respect, Job 31 verse 5. I made a covenant with my eyes not to look lustfully at a young woman. He knew the importance of balancing his eyes and of filling his mind with good things. Dating a cheater wouldn't be good. Cheating others of appropriate honour and respect isn't good either, and never the true way of God's people.